Charli XCX just released Brat and it's completely different but also still Brat, so let's talk about it. Nowadays, in the streaming era, when we get a deluxe album or a remix album, that essentially just means a bunch of songs that are either sped up, slowed down, screwed, and chopped. And if you're lucky, you'll have a remix track with a new artist that maybe has like one additional verse. This is exactly what a remix album should look like. All of these original tracks from Brat are completely reworked. Some of them are completely different, and they all have new artists that add totally new details to each track. And the feature list is really interesting, from Young Lean to Ariana Grande to Bon Iver. So for example, what I mean by these songs are completely reworked and even the meanings of these tracks are completely flipped upside down. B2B, with this version featuring Tinashe, it completely flips the meaning of the back-to-back part of the chorus and totally changes it into the struggles and the challenges of doing back-to-back tours as an artist. And I was so curious when I saw the feature list to see how artists like Julian Casablancas and Bon Iver would add to these tracks. Well, believe me when I tell you that Julian Casablancas added his signature sound to this track and Charli replicated it almost. She catered to the feature on this track, not vice versa. Usually when an artist hops on a remix, that artist just kind of adds their style to it. No, Charli even changed her style to complement Julian Casablancas of The Strokes and The Voids. Same goes for Bon Iver. Like, this sounds kind of like a Bon Iver song now. I think this is my favorite track off of this remix album, by the way. I think about it all the time, actually is my favorite on the original album also, just because it feels so genuine and honest and heartfelt to me, and I think the writing is really phenomenal on it. But this track, what really just is jaw-dropping is the production. It's not too complicated, it's kind of spacey and atmospheric sounding, kind of has that same contemplative vibe that the original track also has. It reflects on the production on this remixed version of the track also. And Bon Iver adds some gorgeous vocals as well. Another track that I didn't talk about that I feel like I should is Everything is Romantic. This version with Caroline Polachek is beautiful. That's all I have to say. Is this reworked and remixed version better than the original? No. It's Brat and it's completely different, but also still Brat. I think it's a really good compliment to the original album, and it's really fun having a totally reworked and remixed version of it also. The vibe that I'm getting is that if you are a new Charli fan, this new remixed version of the album may not be for you, but if you are an older fan from the mixtape era, then you're going to eat this up, and I think it's really, really good personally. So as always, I've added my favorite tracks off of the album to my New Music Friday playlist, which you can find the link to my Spotify in my bio. I update this playlist every single week with my favorite releases. That way you don't miss any of the good stuff. I probably won't get to everything tonight. In fact, I might actually just go to bed after this video. I've got an early tea time tomorrow, but I will be getting to everything and adding it to my playlist by this weekend. You'll have everything in this playlist on Spotify. Don't forget to give me Honeybee Reviews a follow for more music-related content.